You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They blocking your vision, but no, you can't listen. That shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're driven. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me.
Hello guys, so we are back. पहले मैं सोच रहा था नहीं खेलूं, फिर मैंने कहा चलो खेलता हूँ यार, क्योंकि कुछ रह गया था, वो ये क्वेस्ट कर ही देता हूँ ज़्यादा इट विल हार्डली टेक।
This is my favorite room. It's so spacious.
ग्राउंड ब्रेकर पे हैं हम, वो वापस वहाँ कैसे जाएंगे बे स्टार्टिंग में? तेरा हाँ, तो जो वो हमारा रह गया था ना,
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
उसको पूरा करेंगे। और ग्राउंड ब्रेकर जो अगला वो है वो पूरा करेंगे, ये दो चीज करेंगे। So let's go out. पार्वती, you can come with me. लॉन्च पैड पे हैं अपन। होपफुली यहाँ से हम वो पार्ट्स भी ले जाएंगे जो वहाँ पे हमें लग रहे थे, क्योंकि हमारे पास है नहीं, तो वो हम यहाँ से ले जाएंगे। मैं भूल गया था कि हम ये भी कर सकते हैं। साला विकार में इस कहाँ मिलेगा?
Time changes all things. Even Reed's stranglehold over Edgewater must inevitably yield to the attrition of time.
Requires reads key to unlock.
Got my sights on you.
अरे यार रीड की कहाँ से मिलेगी अब? ये बहुत सी चीज स्पेसिफाइड नहीं है यार, बताऊं। Game is good, but जैसे मेरे पास वो रीड की नहीं है। How I am going to get it?
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. Plague got you feeling woozy? Get yourself boozy with Spacer's Choice.
Wow.
Had your rations yet?
Salt tuna.
Where are we headed? In the bar? When I asked if you were a drinker?
What?
What can I do for you?
Another day at the cannery.
Yeah.
Few outsiders visit Edgewater. Your appearance so soon after the town's power is restored seems too great a coincidence. As I thought. Mr. Thompson has wanted the power restored for some time, but didn't possess the fortitude to address the problem himself. Ah, Miss Holcomb. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
This here's Vicar DeSoto. He's always offering spiritual counsel to those that need it.
Thank you for the kind assessment, Miss Holcomb. I admit, I've been quite interested to make our outsider's acquaintance. They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No? How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands. What would you like to discuss? From our own graveyard, just outside the gates. And Silas had not even an inkling. What do they pay the man for?
He spends all day digging graves, Vicar. Sir. Sometimes he's got to sleep.
Yes, of course. My reaction was unreasonable. Technically, corpses remain under contract to Spacer's Choice, but I believe you're asking my opinion on the morality of the act? Once the spark of life is fled, the mortal form is but unanimated matter. comprised of the same elements as the rest of the universe. We inter for the comfort of the living, not the benefit of the dead. While distasteful, I would judge Ms. McDevitt's actions beneficial to the greater good. The universe is a mechanism. Its operation and meaning can be understood by observation. By understanding, we move closer to verity and kinship with the grand architect. Animals are ruled by their hearts. Humans were gifted with intellect for a purpose. Just a moment. If you're going to be walking around outside, make sure you're well prepared. Unless you don't care for your life. The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Incoming! Down they go! Can't get past that strong! Something else!
किससे लड़ रही है?
That's the last of them.
लड़ती रहेगी क्या पता किस किस से पिटती रहेगी वो। जो अपन काम के लिए आए थे अपन वो करेंगे चले। अब लड़ना मत किसी से। अपने को चाहिए वो यहाँ मिल जाएगी। मिल गई, बैकपैक मिल गया एक। जाओ, let's get moving. मैक पिक 2 मिल गए, नाइस। अपना काम हो गया भाई, नाइस।
Easy.
अरे यार ये और मैक पिक यूज नहीं करवाते यार, तो 5 मैक पिक लेके जाना मेरे को। कहाँ पे नियर होस्टाइल्स? कहाँ के होस्टाइल्स हैं यार? वेस्टिंग, बुला जरा इनको मेरे सामने, अब भी देखता हूँ। मैकपिक भी मिल गया है और वो भी हो गया, दोनों काम हो गए अपने। जी एक हाथ दो काम। विकार मैक्स, आई एम कमिंग बादी। तेरा काम हो गया है। एमो खत्म हो गई यार मेरी, आई नीड एमो। रास्ता कहाँ से है?
I heard you were able to bring the errant children back to the flock. I'm impressed. Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted. Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Fantastic. I promise you won't regret this.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. It is my esteemed pleasure to serve as your crew vicar, Captain.
आ जाओ लोंडो। अपने को जाना है शिपरैक पे अब।
Something got you down?
Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick.
अपना काम हो गया, अपने को मैक पिक भी मिल गए, अपने को क्रू मेंबर भी मिल गया। अपन चलते हैं आउटब्रेकर की तरफ। ग्राउंड ब्रेकर, इट वाज द ग्राउंड ब्रेकर।
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Can we talk? I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain? Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony. The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakonu journal.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy-like, ain't it? Oh, right. About the Groundbreaker's engineer, Junlei Tennyson. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Character journal में Vicar Max. Nice, you are using a nice gun, Vicar. चलो आ जाओ दोनों. ये गेम मल्टीप्लेयर होता तो आई थिंक ज्यादा अच्छा लगता।
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
22 पड़ा है अपने पास।
This hat was just not done.
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. Not gonna lie, you're in a pickle. But Udom's an interesting guy. Might be y'all could come to accords if you play your cards right. Huh. Records show this ain't the first time your ship's been impounded. Seems to get cleared up pretty quick. You might not be in this pickle for long. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? Be seeing you.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection.
Can we talk?
क्या हो गया?
Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator. I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. That's a good question. Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures. Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems. Thank you, Captain.
सबसे पहले तो हमें ये वाला मिशन करना है। ये कहाँ है?
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double.
और तेरी भैंस की.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Go back to Byzantium with gold plating.
Ah, the board.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play, he and I. I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells, he tells me he will soon. I impound his ship, He explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells. Around and around we go. What? I'm sorry? I'm quite certain I heard Wells. Phineas Wells. But you... It's always like this with you tramp freighter captains.
Oh, Captain, be nice.
Captain, stop pulling the man's leg.
Yes, please do. I have a fragile constitution, I'll have you know, and this runaround is like to give me a cold.
On second thought, maybe you should be mean to him just the littlest bit.
I recant my earlier statement. Mr. Bedford deserves what he gets.
I've met circus sprats possessed of better manners. Fine. You're free to go. I've removed the impound order on your ship, but before you go, I did have one request. Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm. Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table? That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Hey, you got a second? Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by, just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers? Hey, that's good advice. I like the way you think, boss. Besides, not like there's a line of folks standing around hoping to get on your ship. I'm persistent, I'm eager, and I'm showing initiative. What else do you want on your crew? Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this. I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Good, you're back. Not that I missed you. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it. We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain. Remember that you are... not...
No guards, huh? I like this place already. Something chewed clear through that armor.
Clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of no less than 10,000 bits.
They left their own outside to die? Was it that bad?
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps. Distress call? From here? Shit. They told me that weren't allowed. Got me. I just do what I'm told, and I was told not to do such. Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the comm center. Oh, before I forget, Anti-Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
Ah, outlaws, I assume. Do me a favor and let me finish this, will you? And then make it quick, please. Oh, you aren't with the outlaws? Who are you then? Oh, well, good luck. Now, if you got the carbon in here, it's just a matter of... Orson, you idiot. Just put it... Of course, because I didn't... No, it's get this. It's got to put it in the power of 12. And of course, that's the... We're gonna get this solved. I mean, it's really now or never. I'm going to...
क्या कर रही है? क्या बड़ा कर रही है?
Oh, you're still here. If you haven't already, you might speak to Anton. He can point you in the right direction. Now, if you got the carbon in here, it's just a matter of... Orson, you idiot. Just put it... Of course, because I didn't... No, get this. It's got to put it in...
पगला गया साइंटिस्ट.
Of course, that's the... We're gonna get this solved.
मेरे को जानते भी इसकी आँख.
It's really now or never. I'm going to...
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you? Yes. Anton Crane, lead scientist here. I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked. Everything's under control now, though, truth be told.
Standard operating procedure for suits, boss. They're all a bunch of cowards.
I'm not sure it's right to fault a man for trying to survive.
An attack. One that I'd wager was due to the nature of my research here. My research may not quite fall within legal parameters, so I'm under orders to maintain wireless silence. However, having your head used as target practice can addle one's thinking. I cut the call immediately once I'd gathered my wits. The Home Office can't know what's happening here.
Captain's got your best interests at heart, mister. Honest.
I suppose it can't hurt. If I don't get that research back, my life is over regardless. We were tasked with formulating a new and improved dental gel. One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental hygiene. May I continue? While doing research on enzymes specific to the Raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective appetite suppressant ever. Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us, shot up our labs and loosed our research subjects, the Raptidons. If those cretins get their hands on my research, well, they'll need not kill me. Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out. The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my code and keycard. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass by the town's original... by the Grand Architect. Jameson. He's in the old lab.
That would surely lighten the weight on my conscience, as I am held to account for the well-being of every scientist here. Too many have been lost. Too many black marks against my name, as it were. And far too much paperwork.
I don't know about Dr. Crane's research, but we ought to find Mr. Jameson. He's gotta be all alone and scared.
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Vaughn Cortez. Dr. Vaughn Cortez. But just Vaughn's fine, really. Over in the main labs. I rabbited back here when I realized I was hearing gunshots, not blown fuses. We've been cooped up in here, I don't know, hours? Too long. I have to get back to work. What? I mean, we're surrounded by hungry raptidons. Who wouldn't be? Am I right? Look, I don't want to go back out there, but there's a thing I gotta do. I had to leave an experiment running at the lab. Something I've been working on a long while. Something that could really get me ahead. Know what I mean? What? Sorry. Distracted. Worried about my experiment, you know? Who might have found it? I mean, what state it's in. Not that I'm gonna head back to the lab to check. Not while those outlaws are out there. I've been extracting organic compounds from raptidons. Compounds that have, benefits.
Whoa, slow down. Benefits?
In certain social situations. Personal situations. Where you might want to, enhance your charisma. Sure. Of course. Our lab's south of here, down the road. Not the old public lab, the one past that, built into the mountainside. Don't mention this to Anton, okay? He's kind of a tight ass about the lab. Like, squeeze coal into diamond tight. My equipment's in the lower levels, way in the back. I have a big room all to myself, dissection tables and whatnot. It should have been running this whole time. Just grab the results and bring them here. Great! This is really gonna save my ass.
So those charisma-enhancing benefits he was was that supposed to be the living quarters? Seemed about as livable as a coffin.
सब साइड क्वेस्ट हैं साले। इसका भी ले ही लूं। इसको क्या दिक्कत है? इसका भी कुछ ले ही आएंगे वहां से जाके।
Another outlaw? I'm quite sure I've already spoken to your lot. Oh, quite right. My apologies. I did speak to you earlier, didn't I? What would you like? I am Orson Shaw, Chief Behavioral Scientist. I was brought in to study the raptidons. I was to ensure that, should a problem arise, our team is adequately equipped to deal with them. As a matter of fact, I agree. They are insatiably hungry, absolutely impossible to control in any fashion, and indeed appear to be powered entirely by hate. No amount of studying will enable us to control them, or even slightly sate their aggression. Indeed. Now that you fully grasp the gravity of the situation, I wonder if you might do me a favor. I left schematics in our storage facility. As far as I know, the security commander hasn't found them yet. I admit I'd feel better were they returned to me. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a tube of thermal paste on you, would you? Blast. Well, good luck. I hope I see you back here in one piece.
Done and done.
चलो. Let's go out there and kill some bitches.
Warning. Pathing obstruction. Organic materials detected on roadway. Please ensure.
द किंग गेमर नाइस भाई पबजी क्यों नहीं खेलते? खेलता हूँ, हमेशा नहीं. You can't play same game all day भाई. खेलते हैं कभी कभी.
Let's go! Got him, boss! That's gotta hurt.
ये लड़ने क्यों आए थे मेरे से? रास्ता ढूंढो रे.
Smells like something died in here.
इसको क्या चाहिए? मैकपाई नहीं, ऐसी कहीं पे की होगी. उसकी रास्ता कहाँ से? ये वाले की. पहले ये वाले का कर देते. अरे बाहर चला गया. फक. सो हमारे पास यही है, बस यही रास्ता है। And there is no other way. कहीं से कुछ होगा, लेकिन ये तो श्योर है। जाना तो नीचे है, देखता हूँ कहीं से रास्ता होगी या कुछ की होगी, कहीं से कुछ तो होगा। ऐसा तो हो ही नहीं सकता कि पहले को साथ में निकल। मार उसको, मार मार उसको। भाई आपको 1 मिलियन सब्सक्राइबर बहुत जल्दी अचीव हो जाएंगे। आई नो योर लाइव स्ट्रीम, योर वीडियो एडिटिंग, आई नो भाई। अरे भाई
All this space and this is all they get to sleep in?
फिलहाल तो यहाँ 1K होने में ही हालत खराब हो रही है। एंड यू आर टेलिंग कि 1 मिलियन हो जाएंगे। चलो नीचे जाओ बेटा लोग। दोनों पॉइंटर लोग मेरे कंपेनियन है। ओके, देखा मैं जबरन अपना वो यूज कर लेता। अच्छा वो मैंने नहीं किया। ये क्या है? Fuck you। तो नीचे कैसे जाऊं मैं? ये और नीचे जाना, जल्दी आओ दोनों चोमू लोग आ जाओ।
Nobody in this damn town knows how to clean up after themselves.
मार मार मार।
Everyone all right?
You boss.
I know you're feeling my read chat, please smile। यार नहीं नहीं कोई टेंशन नहीं। अगर मेरे को ऐसा कुछ होता तो मैं भी लोगों की तरह PUBG मोबाइल खेल रहा होता भाई। ऐसा नहीं कि मैंने खेला नहीं, और खेला है, खूब खेला है। अरे यार अच्छा ये है, ठीक है ले लिया। चलो एक की तो रिसर्च कर ली अपन ने, वो औरों की करनी है अब जाके। बहुत से लोंडे बेचारे उम्मीद लगा के बैठे थे। ओके ये यहाँ पे कैसे आ गए? हेलो माय फ्रेंड, हाउ आर यू? अभी तक तो कोई नहीं था यहाँ।
Gotta get past that armor.
लग क्यों नहीं रही? मारो सबको, कोई भी अंदर नहीं आना चाहिए।
I was just getting started.
नाइस। हाँ जाना किस साइड है? इसी साइड जाना है। चलो आप, we will move to our next target। Hello there। क्या था? आ जाओ। भी जा रहे हैं ना वहाँ से। आई नो ओल्ड सब्सक्राइबर फैमिली में हूँ भाई, कॉल ऑफ ड्यूटी के लाइव स्ट्रीम करेंगे भाई। अरे नहीं यार, कॉल ऑफ ड्यूटी पीसी वाला खेल सकता हूँ, मोबाइल वाला तो नहीं खेलता मैं। मुझे मोबाइल वो पसंद नहीं आता यार अब खेलना। अरे यार ठीक है ना। During your adventure, things may happen to your character that can trigger a flaw offer. Taking the flaw is optional, but doing so provide you with the perks. The choice is yours. Okay. ठीक है, perks मिल गया, वाह, thank you. Fuck you. अरे एक और पार्क है मेरे पास, नाइस। नाइस। स्किल्स का भी यूज नहीं कर रहा हूँ मैं, स्किल का यूज बाद में करूँगा। गैंग मदरफकर। हेलो बीच, हेलो बीच, हेलो बीच, हेलो बीच। हे सिद्धू, बाय भाई, गुड नाइट। अरे गुड नाइट मेरे भाई, क्या हाल? सब लूट लो, मत छोड़ो किसी के लिए। सब लूट लो, सब तोड़ देंगे अपन।
We're just gonna walk in? I mean, it's a secret right on it.
Yes,
Look
we
at
are
this
going
place.
to walk in. How are you? बढ़िया मेरे भाई, क्या हाल है? तुम सुनाओ। गेम गेम राइफल मिल गई, नाइस। ये ट्रिपल ब्लेड कितनी बार मिलेगी बे? मैकपाई, नाइस नाइस। सो हम यहाँ से अंदर कैसे जाने वाले हैं? ठीक है, assault राइफल। सो हम यहाँ से नहीं जा सकते, ये है, ये सिचुएशन है। और वीकेंड को तो जा सकते हैं यार, इतना टेंशन नहीं लेने को।
Who the? You. Yeah, you. Get over here. You care to explain what you're doing here? Did you miss the big sign outside? That I am. Name's Porter. If Doc Crane did send you, I'd be glad for the help. Bad news is, we haven't been able to clean these outlaws out of the lab. Good news is, they haven't been able to escape, neither.
हाँ, मैं मार दूंगा सबको, चल। आओ मेरा लोंडे लो। कहाँ क्या आउटलॉ है, मैं भी देखूं। गाड़े मॉल तो ऐसे बोल रही है जैसे इसने ही मारा है।
Processing data. Security.
That's one down.
वहां से निकल। साला हमसे पंगा ले रहा था। मशीन हो तो अपने घर की, गलत आदमी से पंगा लेगा तो
I think you could jimmy that one proper, Captain. Doesn't look too tough.
ये इसके यहाँ
I'm gonna guess that all the nothing in that safe isn't what we were expected to find.
टेंशन नहीं लो छोटे लोगों, कुछ ना कुछ तो होगा, यहाँ आ जाओ।
Hey! You! Oh, good. You're not shooting at me. That's a start. It's been a bit of a day, so I'll get to the point. Yes, I have Crane's research. No, I'm not giving it back. Sorry to disappoint you.
गोली मार देंगे इसको।
I suppose it does not matter. Either Crane sent you, or you are some scavenger come to rob me in my moment of weakness. Let's make a deal. I'd like to go on living. You'd probably like to make some money. Help me get out of here, and I will pay you for your trouble. Same reason you are, more than likely. I imagine we picked up the same tip. Secret research facility, abandoned town, minimal security. Crane actually sent out a cry for help? Oh, the poor bastard. Seeing his life's work snatched from him must be like losing a child. Crane is the man who runs this lab. Probably gone around the bend fretting over his beloved research. Not that there's anything lovable about diet toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
Diet toothpaste. Can you imagine a more pernicious example of corporate materialism? I do not know what is worse. Working here, or dying here. What matters is that I have been lied to. I was led to believe this was a high-priority corporate facility hiding valuable research. This job was not supposed to end with me stuck in some wretched lab smelling like rats. So I would be very much obliged if you gave me a break. The first thing I need is a key card to unlock my door. Then I'd need you to clear me a path out of here. There are 2 ways out. The quickest is through the front door, but Cleo Security's bottled up in there. If you don't want to shoot them, I suppose you could talk to them. The other way out is through the loading bay, but you'd have to clear out the rafts for me. Then I could just slip out the back, sight unseen. You might be the first stroke of luck I've had all day. Thank you. I'm in your debt. Nothing beyond the purview of a talented freelancer like you. You really expect me to just let them pass? Why? So they can regroup behind their walls and mount another assault? Never mind. I'm obviously in no position to argue with you. If you can talk those guards into standing down, my people will follow suit. Take your time. I am, to my chagrin, not going anywhere.
ये क्या बता रहा है?
Oh my gosh.
इन्वेंटरी फुल हो गई यार, इसको खाली करना पड़ेगा। Bye bye Sidhu. So let's go and talk to these bitches. साला खड़ा कितना चौड़े में मारा मैंने, सब मैंने किया। पूरे भैंस की आंखें। एक और ऊपर, एक और।
Look at us. Now whom I need to talk?
Hey, boss. I think we can get in through that vent chute.
Smells like they got a backup somewheres. Maybe even a fatberg. Oh, nasty.
Fuck man. मैं घूम फिर के वापस यहीं आ गया। मार उसको मार। उसकी गोली खत्म हो गई है। लाइट एमो वाली मशीन गन। Where are you now? सिक्योरिटी गार्ड की चाहिए। चलो लेके आएंगे। कहीं ना कहीं से तो रास्ता होगी। अरे यार उसको की कहाँ से ला के दूँ अब मैं? सबको तो मार दिया मैंने और कोई बचा भी नहीं। यही है सिक्योरिटी गार्ड, इसी के पास होगी।
I don't have time.
You damn... You must think me a fool. I was watching on the security cameras. You got downright friendly with the outlaw leader. I reckon we got nothing to say to each other. You best back yourself out of here. Nice and slow. You got 1 minute. Starting now. Tell your friends there's just 2 ways out of here. A cell or a box.
लड़ने पे उतर आया भाई ये तो। इसी के लिए तो स्किल बचा के रखी थी मैंने। अब मैं बढ़ाऊंगा मेरी परसुएट की स्किल। ये हो गई मेरी 40। बात कर।
I'm gonna give you to the count of nothing to clear out of my post. You convinced her to let us leave in peace. Listing the ills we've been done ain't exactly putting me in a mind to compromise. Think it's that easy, huh? You fly in with your fancy ship, say a few words, and everyone gets a happy ending? You ever had a good thing? A place that felt like you were supposed to be? I had that here. I reckon I don't see any better solution. Fine, damn it. We'll pull out. Here, my key card. It'll get you access to the whole place. Full stakes, people. We're heading back to town.
बाकी यहाँ ये गेम का मेरे को समझ नहीं आया। इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा थोड़ा ढूंढना फिरना पड़ रहा, सब करना पड़ रहा है यार।
I would ask what was on your mind, but the answer is obviously me. Ask away. I have got nothing but time. I have been asking myself the same question. Our tactics were sound, but no battle plan survives contact with the enemy. We were acting on a good tip, but the tip never mentioned the rapts. When we hit the lab, those rapts got loose, tore through as many of ours as theirs.
इसको बाहर कैसे निकालूं अब मैं?
Oh, look at how big she is.
Heads up! Nobody messes with you, boss!
मारो इनको।
Can we do that again?
Later. अरे भैंस की आँख, उसको बाहर कैसे निकालूं यार? एक जगह कहीं पे की मांगी थी उसने, लेकिन आई डोंट नो कहाँ पे मांगी थी वो, मैं भूल गया।
Finally! I've never been so pleased at the sight of an open door. Please tell me you've cleared a way out of here. So you have. I am much obliged. And now, if you do not mind, I have had quite enough of this wretched place. Oh, really? And why, pray tell, would I do a thing like that? Your point is well taken. I would rather not spend the rest of my days looking over my shoulder for the shadow of my headhunter. Here, take the damned research. Tell Crane I hope he chokes on it. Good. I never trust a freelancer who works for free. Orphans. Is that what you are calling yourself now? Here. Let it never be said that I do not reward good work.
आ जाओ रे लोंडे लोग चले यहाँ से पर टाइम टू से बाय बाय we are done here
Did you bring me anything? New parts? Last weekend's crossword puzzle? Preferably not already filled out this time.
फ्लैग सही लोंडा लेके आओ साला ग्रेनेड की बौछार करता है जर्नल्स क्या है
Delays in loading due to commerce obstruction will be deducted from all staff pay.
कहाँ पे था वो यहीं कहीं तो था यार
Damn right we left the lab. What's...
That no-account fool Porter and his crew are even more worthless than I could have imagined. They've abandoned their posts. This is madness. My research? Please tell me you've recovered it. That's all manner of distressing. There truly is nothing left for me. Did you find my colleague, Jameson? Well, please keep me apprised of your progress as to that matter. I suppose you've earned it.
ठीक है अब कहाँ पे थे अपन ये तो कर लेंगे वल्कन सेमर
Oh, hello. Why do you seem familiar? Have we met? I am Orson Shaw, Chief Behavior... Wait. Yes, I'm quite sure we've met. My apologies. Have you retrieved my schematics yet? What a relief. You hold months of work in your hands. Anton would have just given them to Porter without a second thought. What a waste of potential that would have been. Sadly true. Contraband does tend to fetch a high price among the colony's ne'er-do-wells. So be it. I'll buy them off of you. Much obliged. Here are your bids. Now, let's see here. Attach this, twist that, apply a little pressure, and voila! I can finally call this little side project complete. Thank the law. Oh, I can't be caught with this. You take it. If R&D buys the schematics from me, perhaps I'll get you the first model, hot off the presses. I'll, call you? Yes, I'll call you. What do you think you're doing?
चुरा लिया उसका चुरा लिया बेचारे का बेचारा
Any news? On that thing we spoke about? You know, that thing? Don't keep me in suspense. Did you get my stuff? I mean, not mine. It's for other parties. Buyers. This is gonna make me so popular. I mean, with the people who buy it, not by using it. Because I'm not. Take this. You earned it. If you run into me again after all this is over, maybe I'll have more. Pleasure doing business with you.
ये नहीं कहना वरना रेस्क्यू जेमसन नहीं किया वरना इसको रेस्क्यू करके ले आते हैं all on the loaf. Let's rescue him.
That's gotta be where Mr. Jameson is. Hope he's okay.
Patient. I would love to take it. मेरे पास कितने बेट हो गए हैं
I hope that wasn't a load-bearing wall.
System.
Searching. Heads up, boss! Let him have. I don't think you're getting through! That's the last of him.
Nice, bro. So where we are heading now? Upar. Oh, let's go here. Who's the garden? I don't think I wanna go there.
That's the last of them.
अरे यहाँ नीचे कैसे जाऊँ मैं तो घूम के वापस नहीं आ गया नहीं गार्डन में थोड़ा ना जाना अपने को भाई अपने को तो उसको करना है ना पूरा मिशन को ओके मर चुका है वो dead.
Halt. Investigate.
Incoming!
निकल लड़ना नहीं है अपने को
Coming your way.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, it's me.
As if my thoughts weren't dark enough already. What is it? Jameson. I didn't do right by him, did I? Only cared about how he helped or hurt my research. Not in this colony, there isn't. But success here will get me to Byzantium. I'll have recognition, money, proper facilities. It's the only place to lead a life of meaning in the system.
चलो अब जरा एक चीज और देख लें पुलिस और डिस्ट्रेस सिग्नल चल ही रहा है सॉल्यूशन वाइटल ग्रुप जोन गेमिंग है ग्रुप जोन काल मेरे भाई ओके खेल नहीं रहा क्या आज तू मैं तो बस बंद ही करने वाला हूँ थोड़ा सा जरा डिस्ट्रेस सिग्नल
Oh, I did not expect you back so soon, Captain.
सब तोड़ दूंगा जो काम की नहीं है ऑटोमेट पिस्टल रख लेता हूँ है मेरे पास एक वो तो क्या करूँगा हैवी मशीन गन ब्रोकन वेपन में कोई काम नहीं है ये रिपेयर हो जाएगा अच्छा वेपन है उसको रिपेयर कर लेंगे अपन चलो इसको करके अपन बंद करते हैं
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
आओ फ्लेक्स तू यहीं रुक क्योंकि उसके दो क्वेस्ट हैं ना हमारे फिलोसोफर के फ्लेक्स ने फाइटिंग अच्छी करी मजा आया था फ्लेक्स ने फाइट करके
Heard from the last is down on 22.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway?
Yep.
You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do. What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up? If you say so. Anytime, sweetheart.
लाई बढ़ाना
You know where to
है और
find me.
साइंस बढ़ाना है ठीक है so here we go लाई 25 where the science 40 चलो
It's
Let's
almost
talk
time
again.
for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me? What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up?
अरे लाई 35 करना था यार ये ले आना चाहिए था मेरे को लाई 35 हो जाएगा क्या देखता
If you say so. Anytime, sweetheart.
अगर स्किल पॉइंट
You know where to find me.
लाई 35 हो सकता है तो अभी कर लूंगा अरे बहुत है मेरे पास मैंने सही किया भाई स्किल पॉइंटों को बचा कर रखा कंडीशनल यूज करने के लिए
If you're
जैसे
here for
जरूरत
this
हो
week's
वहाँ वैसा
magazine club
use।
meeting, you're a touch late. What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up? My stars, what a find. Fine picking like this deserves an equally fine payout. Go on, dearie. And don't spend it all in one place. Bless your slippery little fingers. Isn't that just a shame? Prototype schematics go for a fair handful of bits around here. A shame you didn't visit old Gladys first. That would have fetched a good price. I may have thrown in a batch of my famous sugar cookies just to sweeten the deal. If Auntie Cleo's exporting wraps from Monarch, golly me, someone's going to be in the soup when they get caught. Are you positive? Honest to goodness? Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
इसको अब हटाओ जनरल में जाके ये लगाओ
I know she's in. You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make us.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Triple flakes and purple berry flavored power nuts. It's now 12% more crunch.
I'm going.
साला इसके अंदर कैसे जाऊं मैं? इसके अंदर जाना है हमको, नहीं जा सकता मैं। Sorry, we can't go in there. हम घूम के जाते एक काम करते हैं, चलो। बहुत ज़्यादा वो मांग रहा है यार, 30 है ही नहीं मेरे पास, कहाँ से जाऊँगा?
Great work. There it is. Just yet. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for and... Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities? I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Perception. Perception नहीं है मेरे पास. Fox. परसेप्शन कहाँ थी बेस में? यहाँ के जितने टास्क सब करवा देता हूँ इनको, फिर आखिरी में सेविंग पे जाके बंद कर इसमें वापस नहीं आना मेरे को यहाँ पे, उससे की भी लूँगा और
Have you seen this man? Reward offers for information leading to the capture
I thought there'd be more machinery.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. At ease. Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Wow, great! I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
CNP Borston Baked Beans. When you need to eat one, Borston Baked Beans is the only one.
Great law, is it hot in here? Or is it just my glands acting up again? Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her. Now, was there anything else? Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
I'm gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet? I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow. I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicar.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing against... Ben.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick? Oh, sure. Like what? That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing. I am at your disposal, Ms. Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker, though I'm afraid Captain Hawthorne has lost the owner's manual.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch. Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick? So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages? I got him here on my datapad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda. I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold. Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel? They were close, Captain. Like, more than friends close. I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope? Maybe for you. I start thinking about all the things she could say and my guts start crawling up my throat. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
Hey.
Be right there.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Fudge. A soft, sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry flavored center. Suck it. Do it.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner? Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert? Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper. Well, drunk's what I'm aiming for, so I'll take your word on it. Bottoms up.
Whiskey's a fine choice. Think I may have a glass myself.
Oh, no, it's good. I'm fine. I just didn't expect it to taste like... Oh, propellant. Oh, stars, I can feel it settling. Oh, Captain. I'm pining for June like something fierce. What am I doing? Huh. Yeah. I guess we are that, huh? Friends. Friends give each other counsel, right? What do you think I should do about Junlei? Because I feel about as aimless as an automech with a busted nav chip.
I give counsel to plenty of folks I don't consider to be friends. If you need an ear, Ms. Holcomb, I'm listening.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all. It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her? Thinking so makes me liable to lose my lunch, Captain. I never done this before. A relationship. How do I know if she cares the same way I do? I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve. Water's for cowards! Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
Good call. It's best to proceed with a light hand the first time.
Shush you.
Shush you.
Oh, Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared. You're swell, Captain, don't get me wrong. I like spending time with you, going on adventures and all, but that ain't the same as romance. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me? There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. That's... Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
इतनी बात कर रही है लड़की.
What do you mean, Captain? So if I'm doing my very best to be kind and open-hearted, I shouldn't worry how she thinks of me? Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts. I don't want to be that person. Don't want to be cold. I want to bring light to June's life. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... Wow. So much to think about. Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should? Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
Well, it's not like I could be elsewhere. Nor am I capable of neglecting a wayward lamb in need of guidance.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
चलो बहुत हो गया
Rizzo and your vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh?
आयरन मैन क्या हाल है
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some
Jin
things I
Gaming,
never would have
hello
otherwise.
Jin Gaming.
Though that whiskey did get my head aching something fierce. Feels like a primal's chewing on my skull. I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos. Oh, Ernest. It was Ernest. I ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me.
आयरन मैन बहुत
I
टाइम से
want
आ
to be
रहा है
honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises. Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those 2-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and, I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did.
बंद कर ये
Twice.
तमाशा तुम्हारा
But
साला
anyhow,
रोमांस का जल्दी
thanks for
खत्म
taking
करो
me out,
इसको
Captain.
मेरे को आगे बढ़ना है हाँ हो गया ये काहे का आगे भाई अबे ये कहाँ का नया आ गया मैं उसको बता रहा हूँ पहले बाद में ही करूँगा मैं पहले मैं मेरे मेन क्वेस्ट पे जा रहा हूँ आयरन मैन सॉरी तुम मेरे मॉड नहीं हो सॉरी ब्रो हाँ वो लड़की लेस्बो है
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound. Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
मोनार्क ठीक है। कोई साइड मिशन चल रहे हैं यार, समझ नहीं आ रहा।
Have either of the assault cruisers?
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider.
ले तो आऊं ये टास्क, शायद कहीं काम आ जाएगा। How I'm supposed to go up?
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Now, this should prove interesting, to say the least.
What was that?
Careful.
I'm jumping at shadows here.
Welcome to Sublite Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the Unreliable? Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublite, otherwise you wouldn't have come. Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. I didn't ask. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings, but there's a catch.
Just like in the serials.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you. Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood? Few laws and even fewer people to enforce them. If you're working for the right side, it's a fucking paradise. You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
Well, that set me at ease.
We're not gonna have to hurt nobody, are we?
CNP Borscht Pockets can be macrowaved in 2.5.
सीधे वो ही मारो ना भैंस की आँख।
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
General. सब तो मोनार्क ही हैं। ये भी मोनार्क में ही है, सब मोनार्क हैं। तो क्यों ना मिनी क्वेस्ट लगाया। अच्छा ये है बस सिलीशिया में। कौन सा क्वेस्ट है ये? सेव हो गया होगा गेम यहाँ तक? नहीं तो हम एक काम करते हैं, अभी मोनार्क के लिए हेड कर जाते हैं, बाकी को फिर हम देख लेंगे। कैस्केडियन लैंडिंग पैड और स्टीलर पे लैंडिंग पैड, किस पे जाना है? स्टीलर पे। गेम से हो जाएगा। मिरन मेकर, हेलो नाइट, कैसा है भाई? पहचाना तेरे साथ की तरह पबजी लाइट। बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
बिल्कुल पहचान गया मेरा भाई। इसको यहाँ छोड़ जाता हूँ। ओके अब सेव हो जाएगा गेम, यही चाहता था मैं। I just wanted this game to be saved. So guys, save game, save. तो guys बाय बाय। और अब भैंस की आंख 22 की वॉचिंग ना। अरे ये व्यू बॉट कौन लगाया रे? ए कौन लगाया रे ये व्यू बॉट? कौन लगाया ये व्यू बॉट यार? ये नहीं किया करो यार, ये सब सही नहीं लगता यार। वैसे ही मैं बंद कर रहा हूँ अभी स्ट्रीम को। तो ये व्यू बॉट सही नहीं लगता भाई लोग। अरे लाइट बर्बाद तो हो गया मेरे रन में, देख तो रहा तू यार। लाइट गेम ही बर्बाद हो चुका है। और ये व्यू बॉट कौन लगाया भाई? ये सही नहीं लगता यार, ये व्यू बॉट मत लगाया करो। चलो तो गाइस बंद कर रहा हूँ अभी, बहुत देर खेल लिया। कल फिर आएंगे, इसी को कंटिन्यू करेंगे। साला गेम बहुत बड़ा होते जा रहा है, ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे को। साइड क्वेस्ट होते जा रहा है। हाँ वही मुझे लग रहा है। मैं बंद कर रहा हूँ स्ट्रीम, तो बंद ही कर रहा हूँ। चलो बाय बाय गाइस, कल मिलते हैं।
My hands steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already?